Yeah, Millie here, and yes, as I hit start, we are going to do a little bit of a tutorial today. Now, if you don't know what this is Godfall. It dropped on PlayStation and PC. We'll be dropping on the Xbox Series X in 5 months, and I'm going to break down the Forge and some of its uses. Now, like, share, subscribe. This is going to be a quick, short tutorial how to get the Forge, what you can do in the Forge, and etc, etc. But yeah, let's get started. So, you unlock the Forge by doing the first mission in the water realm. What's going to happen is you're going to go up the elevator to go to even get to the water realm, go to the next realm. The first mission you do, you go looking for this guy. Once you unlock him, he unlocks the Forge for you. Now, the Forge has 3 main purposes. You can either salvage some of your equipment, which is not needed, like I just did. You can upgrade certain weapons as displayed by the hexagons that's the top of the display of this weapon. And you also, which is something I just found out, which prompted me to make this video, you can enchant. When you enchant, you can change the rarity of one weapon to a whole nother one, okay? So, let's start with upgrading. I'm out here wasting equipment recording these videos, but hey, it is what it is. I gotta show you guys. So, let's say I want to go ahead and enhance and upgrade my little, my life stone. I want to make my life stone to where I can have more recovery. We go ahead, we click on the weapon that we want, we upgrade. And as you see, a hexagon will come up. Now, when that hexagon comes up, it's like, okay, we see you upgraded. We're gonna let you know this is upgraded material. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this to level 3. Now, level 3, you're gonna be using Incarnate Essence, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of the later materials that you need. But you're gonna use, this is one of the pieces of material. Now, this is probably the easiest to get compared to the second one that you'll need, because this just comes from mid bosses and hunts. So if we go ahead and upgrade, as you see, now I can choose a trait to upgrade. Now, obviously, if I was using a purple or a legendary, it would be more traits to choose from. But let's say we go ahead and upgrade this takedown damage. Now, as you see, it went from 11 to 22. And that's all we need. Now, once to get further, you can choose another perk, but we're not going to go ahead and level that up no time soon. Now, let's say I want to change this from, I'm tired of it being blue, I want it to be purple. We go ahead and we enchant it. Now, enchant does take Dragon Steel. Dragon Steel is kind of easy to get itself. Dragon Steel, all it does is takes any weapon you go ahead and you want to salvage, which makes salvaging weapons even more important. Like, for instance, I don't need these obsidian blades. I'm not going to use them. I just salvage it, and on the right hand side, as you see on the bottom, it tells you how much it costs to enchant, to upgrade your current level, and to salvage. Now, as you see at the bottom, if I salvage it, I get 1 Dragon Steel. So we're going to go ahead and salvage it. We get that 1 Dragon Steel. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. Enhance this. We're going to go ahead and make it purple. And as you see, I get an additional trait for making it purple. So we're going to go ahead and make this purple. And as you see, I got an additional trait for 7% dual blade damage, which, that's kind of sucky, but it is what it is. Now, what is the purpose of the Forge? The Forge is a good way to go ahead and make legendaries of maybe equipment that you already like that is good, but maybe they're sitting in purple. Maybe you want to make them gold and get that extra attribute. Now, for that being said, once you get to level 5, you get even another attribute. Now, as you see at the bottom of this, I already got this as a legendary at level 13. I am currently level 24 and still grinding. That's why I'm not doing a build video today. I'm going to take 2 or 3 days to go ahead, min-max, and get you guys the best build video that I can. But as you see, at the very bottom, you can see what I enhance. When they're gold, you can see what I enhance. Now, that 6% poison, and this is another point I want to make, not everything rolls, especially when it comes to legendaries, because this is the second legendary I tried to roll and it didn't roll higher. Now, be careful when you're using your materials. I do recommend start using this around level 45, or unless you get a legendary that you just want to power up and run through content as quickly as possible. But I digress. The 6th chance to inflict poison, because I am using Mesa and I want to inflict poison to include what's already going on with the legendary trait. With if you're poison, you spread it around to anybody else that's around, which is really good on Mesa. It hurts because I didn't roll higher than the 6%. So that leaves my stats at 6% unless I'm already rolling into my skills into element, which is my next video. Be looking out for that. But at the bottom, once I hit level 5, I got to choose what other perk I wanted to put in. And one of the other perks was 6% chance into inflicting ailments. Now that's 6% into all ailments. All elements, so that means chill, that means ignite, that means poison, that means curse. All elements. So basically I get a 12% chance off of this alone, just because I enhanced it and made it better in the forge. I get an extra 12% flat. As you see, it's at 22, but it's an extra 12% flat rate to include what I already had on my poison. And as you see, I have no other elements, but it's 6% just based off of my charm. So it's really good to use the forge. Just make sure you save your resources. Now, what resources are you going to need in the forge? The main 3 you're going to need, of course, you're going to need your sun steel. These are easy to get. You're going to need dragon steels. Now, dragon steels, as you see, you're going to need to salvage epic or greater. So either legendary or epics, you have to salvage to get dragon steels. So any bad epics that you don't plan on using, if you have a main archetype that you want to use, like for instance me, my character right now, I really enjoy using the great sword and I really enjoy using the Warhammer. This Warhammer, I'm going to get better. As you see, these are enhanced. I'm going to get a better Warhammer. I'm just using it now because I have water element on it. But if you have something you don't like using, like I don't like the dual blades in this game, so I probably will be breaking down all the dual blades that I can to get this dragon steel. The primal quintessence, however you say this word, I'm sorry. I'm not really good at pronouncing words, whatever. Quintessence. It should be quintessence, and if I'm still wrong, write it in the comments, but it should be quintessence, stupid ass nappy. But you get these from the realm bosses, so every time you beat a boss, you get these. You need these to max them out at level 5, so I recommend 100% do not use these. Do not use these to late game. Once you can get to the, I believe the soul stones, where you go back and fight the bosses and mid bosses at a higher rate with better mechanics, I will wait to use these. I wouldn't max anything out to level 5. I did it for testing, but if I were you, I would max out anything to level 5 until I hit level 45 to 50 in game, where everything I enhance will be very good. And then you're going to need the incarnate essence. This you can get from mid bosses, so this is plentiful. You can get these from mid bosses, hunts, elites, so you don't need to worry about this. You can go crazy and get to level 3 and go crazy on these. Like I said, all you have to do is make sure you're continuing to do your hunts as much as you can. You can replay the hunts and it will work out for you in your favor. But that's the video. I don't want this video to be too long. Hopefully I did explain enough of how to properly use the forge. Like I said, my next video will be on skills. And as you see, I have 23 skills, so I'm working on the video right now. I'm going to break down which ones are the best ones to get. So don't look at this and be like, oh, you're being stupid. I honestly took them away because I was going to do that video first, but I feel like the forge is the most important because that's going to be where people waste the most resources. But other than that, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I love you guys and I'm out. Peace.